Hey, Svet here, the Copywriting Titan, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how if you mess this up and it will break your marketing funnel. But if you do it right, it's going to make your marketing funnel. So what is it? As you probably have seen on the outline, that's an upsell or upsells. So what is an upsell? It's part of your marketing funnel, which comes after your main offer. And its idea is to persuade the customer to buy something additional. This something additional could be more expensive items, it could be upgrades or other add-ons, and the goal here is to generate more revenue or to boost your AOV, which stands for average order value. And that's why if you fail to write a great upsell, your sales are not going to be very, very good. So upsells are extremely important to get that AOV going up and to scale your offer. Otherwise, you'll be just stuck with the same product. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example for an info product, and this is my client. This is my client getting course. So here's the sales page. Here's the main offer. And the idea is that you can get 17 strategies to get copywriting clients now. Here's the sales page, a lot of social proof. And then we go by the end of this. I have actually included the upsells on the same page because most of the traffic here is going to most of the traffic here is warm traffic. But since I'm going to be running ads to this offer at some point, maybe in the next few weeks, I probably need to have those upsells on a separate page. But here I have even called them upgrades because you're naturally upgrading your offer. And yeah, let's quickly go back to this document. As I said here, it's mostly sold warm traffic, so the take rate of the upsells or upgrades as I have called them, is actually 30 to 40%, which is huge. That's what you should be aiming for if you want to scale the offer. And an example number 2 would be a physical product, for example, a health supplement, where you will probably need a separate upsell page. So where do people mess up the upsells? Well, most of the time they create something completely irrelevant, and instead an upsell should solve a new problem, or it should help you solve the first problem your main offer is solving faster. So if you go back to this website again, as I said, I'm selling 17 different strategies to get copywriting clients. So that's solving one problem, right? It's giving them the strategies. But then when you have the strategies, you need people to reach out to. And this is what I'm offering in the first upsell, which I call silver level, and it costs 67. The main offer is 27. So this is $40 more expensive. And I'm giving the buyer an option to get a 10,000 plus list of decision makers across supplements, e-commerce, coaching, and course creators. And I have included the list here with how many people are on those lists. And these are people from the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, or all English-speaking countries. Well, we also have Ireland, but Ireland is a very small country compared to these. So yeah, so I'm solving the next problem, which is, okay, I know the strategies, but I need contacts, which takes a ton of time. Like I need people, and you need decision makers, not just contacting somebody at the HR department or whatever. So this is the first upsell. I think the take rate here is like 40-45%. And then we have the gold level, because when you have the strategies and then you have the contacts, you probably need scripts because, hey, I have the strategies and I have the people, but how do I convince them to work with me? How do I grab their attention? And that's what I'm offering here. 15 proven in battle outreach scripts you can deploy on social media or email. get clients as early as today. So that's the second upsell. And with those three, the strategies, the contact list, and then the scripts, they will get clients probably. Of course, it's not 100% certain. People need to do the work. And then this creates a new problem. Okay, you land the client, but then you need to deliver good work, right? And how do you make sure that you deliver good work? That's via a mentor or a coach. And that's why I'm offering here. And this is one-on-one coaching. So it costs more than $1,000. And it's me personally giving the person feedback on their copy and client outreach. And it's called Quantum Leap Copywriting Mentorship, blah, blah, blah. And they can get it here. So these are all on the same page. The take rate of this is very low because it's very high ticket and I just added it very recently. So I will probably have to put this on a separate page. But the take rate of these two is very high. I think this is like 45%. This is like 25, 30%, which is still very, very good. But as I said, this is going to warm traffic. For cold traffic, the upsell or upgrades need to be separate. So, okay. And as I said, it has my course has great upsells on like, sorry about that. I mean, the take rate is great because they solve a new problem. So people have a new problem. You basically, by solving one problem, you're creating a new problem. And this is fundamental for you to understand how marketing and funnels work. That's why in my funnel, I have the main offer, the two upsells or the three upsells, and maybe somebody will need even a better, even more like one-on-one consulting or something. So if you can fill those gaps in your funnel, it's going to be fundamentally better, and your revenue or AOV will be much higher. Because let's imagine that I only offered these 17 strategies, but people still need those contacts. They will be looking for somebody who can create those contacts or find those contacts for them. Of course, some people will just do them. We will do the research on their own. But if somebody else was offering that, they will probably get to the competition, and they will I will also try to find scripts and maybe coaching. So I'm solving all those three new problems, and that's why I'm having a great AOV on this offer. Okay, in case of physical product, especially supplements or skincare products, where you need to be using them every single month, right? Or at least for a long time. Upsell number one should always, and I need to bold this and underline it, should always be more of the same, because you need to use it. So if a person buys one, they're most likely to buy another one. So why not offer them another one? And there are different ways you can do that, and I'm going to focus on this next week in my next video. So before that, I'm going to focus on a few other important things here. So upsell number two can be related to the main offer, but the idea is that it can accelerate the progress. So when you have, and I'm talking about a physical product and mostly about supplements, because if you are selling, let's say, a vacuum cleaner, there's a very small chance somebody's gonna buy two vacuum cleaners, right? So you need to be selling in upsell number one. You can maybe sell more filters, because the vacuum cleaner is going to need filters, or something else like more parts that you can reuse, or I don't know, something like this. It has to be related to the product. And then upsell number two could be something different. But when it's supplements or skincare products or something they use, for example, almost on a daily basis, upsell number one should always be more of the same. And then upsell number two could be related to the main offer. Not could be, but it should be. And it should help them see results faster. So here's an example. If you're selling a weight loss supplement and upsell number one is more of the same, obviously, and should be, then upsell number two could be something like either an ebook that helps them get into good physical shape faster, It could be a cookbook with fat loss recipes, or it could be a guide for doing exercises at home. And all this should be, especially this one, should be fairly easy. I guess this one and this one are quite similar. So yeah, we can combine those two in some way. It could be a cookbook, or it could maybe be another supplement that, for example, if this one is focusing on igniting their metabolism, for example, there could be another upsell here that helps them ignite their metabolism in some different way, I guess. The idea here is all three of these, or actually two here, don't take away from the main offer. So you are supplementing the main offer. You're not trying to say, hey, the main offer sucks in a way, that's why I'm offering you this. No. You're only saying that if they want to see results faster, or the final outcome faster, they would probably want to buy this. Okay. And then upsell number 3, some offers do have 3 upsells, and as I've shown you here, I also have 3 upsells here. They can solve a related but new problem, as you have seen for the info product that I'm selling. I have actually 3 new problems, and for this one, for example, you have a weight loss product, which is obviously solving people trying to lose weight or fat. Then upsell number 2 is the same or more of the same. And then upsell number 2 is helping them get faster. And then upsell number 3 can be solving a new problem. So I'm going to give you an example. For example, one of my best performing VSLs that I've written with already 4 million in sales and counting, maybe 4.5 million already, is a gut health promo that helps you poop faster and lose weight. So it's kind of like a weight loss offer in disguise, but the main mechanism is that you can help poop faster because of the ingredients in that supplement. So the first upsell is more of the same. As you can imagine, the second upsell is getting results faster. And then a third upsell is because when you start to poop faster, you're kind of detoxing, you're kind of like cleaning your body. But then the third upsell is a supplement that helps you detox, so your whole body functions better. Because when you're pooping faster, of course, your body is going to be feeling better, but you're still going to need a detox so you can clean every single thing that's not needed in your body, just to put it mildly. So yeah, that was the third upsell we offered there, and as I said, this is generating a lot of money right now still. So now offering more than 3 upsells, I would say, is an overkill, because the take rate, first of all, of upsells number 2 and 3 is dramatically lower than number 1, because you're having like more of the same, which people are mostly going to buy, like 30%. If you've done a great job, if you're selling a lot of products, maybe the take rate will be like 20%, which is still very, very, very good. As I said, I have 30 to 40% take rate, but this is tested on much smaller traffic. So it's like 250 sales with the course, because I've been selling mostly to my email list. But yeah, so I wouldn't go offering more than 3 upsells. Sometimes I would just go with 2 if you want to launch an offer fast. For example, with my course, I had just the 2 first upgrades, and I recently added, as I told you, the mentorship. And if you have more than 3, I think it's going to be an overkill. Nobody's going to watch, let's say, a long VSL, then read 2 upsells, then another one, and then even another one. It's just going to be an overkill, and you're going to seriously annoy the customer. So I would say go always with at least 1. 1 is a must, 2 is almost a must, then 3 is optional, and more than 3, I would say, is an overkill. So yeah, that would be my rule of thumb for upsells. And in my next video, I'm going to show you where people really mess up when writing upsells, because this is more talking about the strategy behind upsells and the funnels. And in my next video, I'm going to be talking on how you can write great upsells, especially for physical products and more of the same, because you're going to see that people really, especially copywriters that have been hired from business owners or by business owners to write upsells, they really slack on that. Or if you're a business owner writing your own upsell, and not, if it's less than 1,000 or 1,500 words, you're probably going to get much less or much fewer conversions than if you write a very elaborate upsell. So yeah, if you're slacking on it, in my next video, you're going to see how you can probably take your upsell take rate from 5 to 10%, maybe less than 10% probably, if you are not doing a great job, to over 20%, which can be an enormous boost, especially if you're trying to scale. So yeah, this was Svet, the Copywriting Titan. And if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel, leave me a like as well, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Cheers.